In this video, I wanted to talk about a mistake that I made with my diet that was making it way too restrictive, way too fast. And I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. Um, this was a separate example though. So basically, what I did this time is I wanted to try the slow carb diet, which is the the diet that Tim Ferriss talks about in the 4 Hour Body. So I was like, okay, basically what the diet is there's 5 rules. I'm pretty sure maybe I'm not quoting this correctly, but I'll see if I can get them all right. No white carbs, so no breads or anything like that, no pastas, um, and no dairy as well. Um, no fruit, no drinking calories. Um, there was a couple more. You have to cheat once a week, so Saturday you have to eat anything you want as much as you can, basically. um, there's another rule. There's 5 rules, but anyway, that's basically uh, all that's necessary for this story. So I started, and I was pretty good. I did this in October. It's November now, halfway through November. So I started doing this like October 1st, and so I started off good. It was just the main thing about like making a good diet is like trying to find all the stuff in your house that fits with the diet. So anyway, I had troubles with that, but I packed lunches beforehand, and I just ate a bunch of like salads with meats and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, I was doing pretty good. And then the first Saturday, I had a cheat day. Fair enough. That's what's on the plan. So you have to do that. Um, and I got back to it, and it was fine. But then just various sports trips and stuff got in the way of me sort of doing the diet correctly. So like it's ridiculous that sports trips, you're basically forced to eat McDonald's. Don't ask me why that makes sense, but so yeah, that's basically what happened. We were just kind of like, I'm not gonna fucking starve myself because I'm a hungry motherfucker. Sorry for swearing so much, but yeah. So basically, we just kind of got bottlenecked. Had to eat some junk food in the middle of the week, which wasn't a scheduled cheat day, and that just kind of snowballed because I'd been like restricting myself from the foods that I'd liked so much. Like you can't eat fruit, so I wasn't allowed to eat an apple, which I eat apples like all day long. Prior to this and now, I used to eat like loads of apples. I would eat maybe like, I mean, not loads, but like like 1 to 3 a day apples. Because they're just good. They're just good like pre-workout, pre-running, pre mental, like pre-class snacks. Just they're just great, man, right? So having this huge restriction of like no dairy, no carbs, no fruits, no drinking calories, nothing like this, along with not being super well adapted to the diet, it kind of caused me to snap back to where I was, but like even further than where I was. And I just went on like this weeks and weeks and weeks of just binging junk food. Maybe you can tell because my skin's a little bit fucked up, but I was like eating gobs and gobs of cookies, Oreos, chocolate bars, anything that I can get my hands on. It was in my mouth, not in a weird way. but, um, but yeah, it's just like the restriction of the diet. I'm sure this is what caused it, but the restriction of the diet was so strong that I just couldn't maintain it for that long. And like you always hear that like don't restrict your calories too much right off the bat because you're not going to be able to maintain it. But that's basically what happened, but like with types of food. So what I should have done now, what I'm contemplating doing. So I kind of forget where I was, but I think where I was that I was talking about what I'm contemplating doing now is doing the slow carb diet, but replacing things slowly. So not just jumping in, saying this is week one, we're gonna have 100% perfect slow carb diet. What I'm thinking of doing is like Week 1, eliminate bananas. So I don't eat that many bananas, but like this week you can't eat bananas. You know what I mean? Then week 2, eliminate, I don't know, say like eliminate all milk in coffee, because I do that occasionally. I'd have a little bit of milk in coffee, just, you know, just cause taste. I guess it's an instant gratification, bad sort of thing, but like I don't think 2 tablespoons of coffee is that detrimental to my success as a human. So this week I'll just black coffee. You know what I mean? Just sort of break it down, adding layers so that you get closer and closer to the end goal of the perfect slow carb diet. So yeah, as of right now, I'm not really on the slow carb diet. I'm just kind of trying to eat more mindfully, trying to like really get off of that binge wagon that I was on. It was terrible, honestly. I ate like too much food. Um, I mean, it was fun, but it's not conducive to my goals, so I got to get rid of that. Um, but yeah, so right now I'm just for diet wise, I'm just trying to eat mindfully and not eat too much. Just kind of eat like a couple times a day, only when I'm hungry. Eat little amounts if I am not that hungry, um, and just kind of ignore hunger. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, yeah. So that's just yeah. The big point of this video is don't just jump onto a diet if you're doing some kind of diet. Just see how it goes for the first week, for the first 2 or 3 weeks, even. Just see how it goes. See what you can do to sort of move closer to the ideal diet. Say if you're doing counting calories and you already like eat a lot of junk food, I would recommend first of all just stop your addiction to junk food. That's step one. But if you didn't want to do that, just track your calories with completely non-biased, non-emotional thought process to it. So like track the chocolate bars and all that, and then just see what kind of calories you're hitting, and also track your weight at the same time because you have to do that. Um, you know, with the, you know what I mean. That's like your progress metric, right? So just track everything and don't think about it. Don't think like, oh, but a guy my age should be eating 2,500 and I'm eating 3,000. You know what I mean? Don't think about it like that. Just purely logically look at the data, the numbers of calories that you're eating, and just be like, okay, next week we're gonna try to go 200 to 300 calories under that. Honestly, bro, it just that mentality shift of like everything has to be 100% perfect when it comes to diet is very very important because it gives you like the on off mentality, um, of like what I had was like if I'm not 100% sticking to the slow carb diet, then I'm 100% off. So if I would have like one small thing at a restaurant that wasn't 100% conducive to the slow carb diet, I was like a little bit skeptical of it. It would trigger a chain reaction where I would like go home and just binge on cookies and cereal and shit food. So just you need to make sure that you don't have that on off mentality, that it's just like you just kind of flow through your diet instead of like the very extreme ends of like the teeter totter. You know what I mean? So yeah, you just have to have that mentality of like if you mess up once, it's not a big deal. You're still on the diet. It's still completely fine. You don't have to worry about that one mess up that week. It's all good. Like you know what I mean? There's no on off. It's just you're riding the wave, and what happens happens. You know what I mean? So yeah, hope that was a valuable video. Have a good day.